Good afternoon. Welcome back to my humble abode here. Unbelievable views here. Just chilling after lunch, and there are a couple things on my mind that I wanted to share. But I am planning on continuing to drive here to a different location, not because I'm perched on an edge, um, but yeah, so maybe in a different location tomorrow. But the thing that I noticed yesterday, almost immediately after just a full day out here, was just how much more free time I have. I've been, I think I've been urban camping for, minus the month in Spain, many weeks, because all of Asheville basically was uh, urban camping before Spain for 2 weeks. And most recently, just driving around Denver, living in Denver, I just noticed how much it is amazing how much time you spend driving just on a day to day. And I don't, maybe I won't speak for everybody, I'll just speak for myself. Um, but the whole like 15 minutes here, 15 minutes there really adds up. And because usually I would wake up, drive straight to a coffee shop, uh, and then work until around noon ish, plus or minus some, and then drive to a park. That would usually take 15 minutes. I mean, it's like from getting back to the van to put your stuff down, start up the van, try to figure out where I'm going, planning out the rest of my day, and then driving to the park, and then, getting set up, starting to make food, whatever. It's like it's been 20 minutes plus, and then, I usually hang there, but until the afternoon, doing a little workout after or before dinner. And that's another usually 15 minutes of driving, plus the whole like unpacking, plus the packing of the towel and the headphones and whatever. And I just I just realized that it just adds up so much to where, in some ways I think it's a feature. And I was thinking about this a couple days ago, and I was trying to reframe it as, how could I make this time valuable? And one of the ideas I had was that it's kind of like doing a puzzle where you can let your subconscious work on ideas and things because your focus is is on something else rather than thinking. Like your focus is on driving, which lets your subconscious work on things behind the scenes. The problem is that it takes more focus. The other activity that I'm thinking about that I've written about before is doing dishes. I find that the whatever 15 minutes it takes to do dishes, I actually typically find that I have a lot of interesting ideas and new ideas while I'm doing dishes. And I think it's that some combination of it's dry out here. um, your focus is on something else, which allows your subconscious to work on things in the background. But at the same time, it's not that difficult, you know? It doesn't take that much focus and attention and energy to wash dishes. So, anyway, that is, I think, one thing, maybe not, I think, that is one thing that I am grateful for out here. And I have been, like, the past 36 hours have been, I don't know how to describe them, but this is this is van life. Yes, urban van life is also van life, and the advantage there is the flexibility. But this, camping here, working, there's no cell service here, but I have high speed internet from Starlink, which is just insane. Working in the middle of nowhere, in the middle of the mountains, with there's okay, there's one cloud in the sky here. um, it's just a gorgeous day. The weather is perfect. It's in the 50s overnight, so my heater is running. The mornings are cool, but midday it's warm because of the sun. But I mean, right now, like I'm wearing long sleeves. It's probably in the low 70s, high 60s, and there's a beautiful breeze coming off here. It's actually been quite windy. Uh, Speaking of, very windy. But I've just been able to get. I've been getting a lot of work done the past 2 days, making a lot of progress on my UI, and it feels good. The excitement that I have for that first sip of morning coffee, sitting down to work, and just looking out at this vista. And it's like, I have enough water for 2 weeks. I have enough gray water for probably a week and a half. I have enough groceries for at least a week. I have, I'm a little bit low on power, honestly. I've been kind of running it a lot. And that's another reason, or another way I'm going to take advantage of moving, charge up the batteries. But I mean, we're just getting blasted with sun right now. I got high speed internet. I have a compost toilet. It's like what else do you need? I mean, besides community, that's another thing I was thinking about is now that I'm back out here, and I wouldn't say I'm fully back in it. If you stick around for the next half week, you'll figure out why. But we're starting to get back into it more than living in Denver. It's like, what else do you need? And that's why I was thinking, I think I'm going to try to make a little bit more of a conscious effort to engage in the school community that I'm in, and talking with other people, because that I think is the biggest downside here. Is like I'm out here alone, which in some regards is amazing, but in other regards is like, well, I would like to be able to talk to people. Um, so I'm thinking about leaning into that a little bit more. But this is van life. And this is where van life shines. And it feels good to be able to take advantage of that. I just had this vision of like it's like you buy a sports car and you only ever drive it in city traffic. And you only ever get up to like 25 miles per hour. This right now feels like you just took the sports car on the highway, accelerated, or you just took it to the track, and like you're using it how it should be used. And that's kind of how I see this, is like this is how van life should be used. And so it feels good to just take advantage of that. The other thing I was thinking about was how I haven't really slowed down. I haven't really slowed down to this extent. in, I don't even know, probably in the last 2.5, almost half, 2.25 years. And again, I'm not there yet. Give me another week. But in the past 2.5, call it 2.25, 2.5 years, the most I've been in one location, 2 months in Kuala Lumpur. But even then, I moved hostels like every week and a half or so. But I was in the same city. So, kind of counts. Bali for sure. 2 months, same hostel, literally the same hostel for 2 months. I didn't go anywhere else. Before that, spring of 2023, pre Europe, selling all of my stuff in Denver, selling my Forerunner. I think I was here for like 3 months. It took a lot longer than I wanted. I think I got back at, it was like April to, I think it might have been 2 months. I think it was early April to July 1st. And then before that, I'm trying to think. I spent a good portion of the winter in Utah, skiing, snowbird. Oh man, that was a lot of fun. Took a trip out to California. Before that, and before that, took a big road trip. Moving every couple of days, weeks, and so I've been on the move a lot, and I hope I can make it clear that when I say on the move, I mean like literally moving locations every week or every couple of days for maybe 2 years, which I'm very grateful for. But at the same time, it's like I've heard of people always ask, there's an extent to how long people like to vacation for. There's a there seems to be a time when you reach this point where you're like, I just want to go home and just get back into some kind of routine. And reminds me of the routine things that I was chatting about in my videos in Spain, talking about my sense of home and moving. And I don't know, I haven't really figured it out, but I do. I think that's maybe part of the reason why just the last day has just felt so good to just, it's like I didn't have to move the van. I also didn't move to the other spot across the way. Yeah, to just not have to move anywhere. And it's like coffee is right there, food is right there. You finish work, you close the laptop, throw on a shirt, a long sleeve shirt, and just like walk outside, like open the door of the van, and then it's like, okay, now you can do your workout or go for a run or whatever. There's no, okay, I'm in a park and I need to go to Anytime Fitness. It's 15 minutes away, and then I need to drive there, and then I need to have dinner after, so I need to drive to another park after that. It just gets, to be a lot of decisions. So anyway, I think I'll call it there. It is amazing how much free time you have when you don't have to drive everywhere. That is what I've realized in the last day, and it's felt very good to just chill. chill and work and live. And look at this view. We had another beautiful sunrise this morning. Life is good. I'll see you tomorrow.